My name is Jeremy Church and I work at No Regrets Tattoos in Champaign, Illinois. I've been tattooing for 5 years. We cater to all walks of life. I mean, there's 5 of us that work here. We all have our own area of expertise, you know, more or less. Like with me, it's more the black and gray and portraits and, you know, more portrait realism. So there's not necessarily anything I can't do, but if I feel that somebody else can do it better, you know, that's in the shop, then, you know, I direct it that way, just so the customer gets the best tattoo, you know, that they can get.
Street edge is no drugs, no alcohol, no promiscuous sex for life.
Here with black and gray, it's pretty much one shot. I mean, you better get it right or, you know, it might not look right. You know, when I do my black and gray work, I usually lay out 5 or 6 different caps, and it starts out like solid black all the way down to just one drop of black, and I fill the rest of the cap up with water. It gives me a real light make, that's how I get a lot of, you know, real light shading. Not the easiest way to, describe the pain is like a cat scratch, I guess you could say. You get scratched by a cat, and then afterwards, it's got that kind of a burn to it.
Yeah, it's a burning.
What goes on at tattoo shows?
Well, if you can picture like a ginormous conference room in a big hotel, and there's 150 to 200 artists just tattooing all at the same time. They each
Do
have their,
people come in off the street?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
They're big deals. We're like fucking rock stars with them things. I ain't playing. Up in Green Bay, 25,000 people come through in 3 days. I was there Thursday. On Thursday I booked for the entire 4-day event. There was 161 entrants in that category, and I come out on top. When we were at the table signing him up, you know, all the top artists in the world had shit going in that category. So the whole time I'm sitting here like, oh, this is fucking great, you know. A lot of the tattoo inks nowadays are water-based. They're made out of some kind of like powder, pigmented powder. It's got, you know, the different color in it and whatnot, and then it's mixed with water. A lot safer than how it used to be. What? Fucking bird. Well, after I graduated from high school, I bought a set of some tattoo equipment and just started messing around with my friends and my brother and all that nonsense. And well, throughout college, I got good at it, and I graduated from school. And I got hired in Decatur, for the city of Decatur as a fireman. I was a firefighter for the city of Decatur. And in my off time, I found a job tattooing at a small shop. And as far as getting practice in, it's outside of having buddies or something like that to work on. You know, like with me, I used to tattoo like lemons and oranges. Like the skin on a lemon and orange is real similar to, you know, the porosity and whatnot of human skin. It takes the ink just the same. So you can practice that away. I've done a lot of odd tattoos. You know, it's kind of funny, but I've had a couple of cases where the male genitalia has come up, and it's like, you know, the 2 cases that I'm talking about, I tried to shoot the price so high that, you know, that they'd lose interest, but unfortunately I had to do it. So I think one of them was a shamrock and one was a ladybug, like right on the end of the member. And I don't know, I had to do it, so that's how it goes. Unfortunately, you can't turn down, you gotta give people what they want, you know. As a business, I guess you could say. There are a few cases where we get people that are just, you know, it's like they have no nerve endings whatsoever, and oh, it's not that bad, and blah, 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 but no, yeah. Anything on your rib cage, your stomach, lower back, or the feet are pretty painful. I've worked on a lot of big projects. You know, the woman I worked on the past 2 weekends in a row, I did full angel wings on her back with background and the whole works. That only took me like 10 hours to do the entire back, but it was a pretty big open piece. It wasn't very intricate, I guess you could say. Then again, I've worked on a guy, it took me a year to finish his back, you know, and that was him coming in once a month and, you know, us working an 8-hour shift. Like I said, we try to be open-minded and, you know, just whatever people want. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are.